Well, hello and welcome to the beautiful Sagittarians that are tuning in for March 2020 X reading. How are you all? I hope you're all happy and well. Sagittarius, I want to thank those of you that have subscribed, that have liked, that have commented, and I want to thank absolutely everyone for the views. I'm so unbelievably appreciative. Guys, anything and everything you need to know about how I go about doing these readings, how the energies can play out, flipped, reversed, switched, turned upside down, what to do if the message does not resonate, what we mean when we say timing is fluid and how you can apply timing to these readings, the disclaimer which has important information on the content of the channel, and my contact details for those of you that would like to reach out for a personal reading. I would absolutely love to do one for you. All of that is in the description box below, so please do check it out if you like. Okay, Sagittarius, what brings you here today? What energy are you dealing with that has to do with your ex, I guess, that has you curious, has you confused, challenged, that you would like some clarity on? The Sagittarians that I'm connecting with today, I feel that this can apply to you or the person that you are, the person of interest, right, that you're here for, your ex. I feel that your name or their name may get mentioned in conversation. You may have common friends, and when this name is mentioned, I felt my heart skip a beat. I felt my heart fasten, the pace go faster and faster. I feel that when this person's name is mentioned or when your name is mentioned, time kind of stops for a moment, and you or they take the time to really collect their emotions, their feelings, even the look on their face, to keep that mask on so that nobody actually realizes what is going on the inside when it comes to this person. The energy I was channeling for you guys, Sagittarius, is, now apply the message as it fits, right? I'm not going to keep on saying they or you, right? Would walk through fire. And I kept on seeing the salamander, which is it is your part of your, star sign. It's a representation of your star sign that can walk through fire. I feel that this person is the only person that touched your soul and set your soul on fire in the way that they did. That could have been a good thing, it could have been a bad thing, regardless of how it was and how it eventuated. They are still the only person that managed to do that for you. And so there's this feeling that I would walk through fire for you. I would walk on hot coals to get to you. There's this frustration surrounding the level of tolerance you or they have for you or them, right? How much you're willing to accept and the boundaries you're willing to tear down in acceptance of this person's behavior. And that is that ego side of us, or that way that we have been conditioned to believe we should be treated. And I'm not saying that that's wrong or that's right, but these are the thoughts that are going through your head. When it comes to loving someone, the feeling does not have a limit. When it's that deep of a feeling, it doesn't understand social convention. It does not understand distance. It just, it transcends all that. It doesn't understand timing. The feeling remains the same regardless of the situation. And you coming to realize that no matter what your ideals are and your values are, when it comes to this person, the feelings will always remain the same. And you will learn to build around them, or they will. I feel that the person that you're connecting with has a very dark side, or you may have this dark side, Sagittarius. And you have this feeling of, I will come and get you from hell and bring you back out if that's what I have to do. I will walk through hell just to get you out. I'm not staying there with you. There's no way, but I'm not leaving you there either. No matter what you do, I still feel there is this sense of responsibility for this person's well-being. It is a very, very interesting energy, Sagittarius, and I believe that there are only a select few that I'm connecting with today that would feel this way, no matter how much resentment you have held onto, no matter how angry they make you, no matter how rash their decisions have been, no matter what they've done. There is almost this unconditional love, like the type of love a parent has for their child, where you're just like, you've really pissed me off. You're making decisions that are making you look like an absolute fool, but I will not let, if when push comes to shove, if the phone rings, whether we're in communication or not, and you say to me, save me, I will get up, I will drop everything, and I will save you. But don't talk to me any other time. I will just be available for you in that moment. You have that sense of responsibility. It's a really, really bizarre energy. Anyhow, so let's have a look how, and if the cards actually tie in with the message that I'm channeling, Sagittarius. So who am I connecting with today? Who am I connecting with, Sagittarius? What brings my beautiful Sagittarius here today? And so, yeah, the Nine of Swords flipped out, guys. So I feel that there's definitely this anxiety and it's not just anxiety, there's these repeating thoughts on the way you were treated in the end, I feel. In the end, when the curtain fell, as the curtain fell on the final, set on the theatre, it was leaving you feeling extremely like it was an unfulfilling ending. It was a cliffhanger. It was the kind of thing that the communication was so dry, so cold, so detached that you couldn't even express yourself in the end. You were just at a shock and you completely pulled back your energy and we're just watching this person as the ending drew in, and you were listening to the words coming out of their mouth, and you were like, I can't believe this is the same person that I fell in love with, that I loved so unbelievably deeply. This is not the person I met. Somewhere along the lines, this person detached from their emotions completely, built up these boundaries, was influenced by external factors, was distracted by, materialistic things that do not fill their soul. And they pulled away from the essence of who they really were. They pulled away from their own divine self, their higher self. They were not as spiritual as what you once knew them to be. Your person or your ex became lost somewhere. It's like someone that was let's imagine like a star, like an actor, very famous actor, right? Let's say when it all started, they put in all the hard work and they tried really, really hard, deep in meditation, really grounded, really persevering and staying really strong and true to themselves as they go on their journey. And as they become famous with all the people around them and with all the yes people around them, all of a sudden they start to lose their identity. They start to turn into what the expectation of them is, and they lose themselves This is the type of energy you saw in your person. And what makes you go around in circles late at night and keeps you awake is that you never saw this coming. You feel to one degree really, really naive, Sagittarius. Really naive. You never thought that they could do this to you. You never thought that from being so loving and caring towards you that they would completely detach from you in the way they did, and they would deceive you and lie to you. You know, just lose their sense of moral standing. This is what I'm getting. They lost their sense of moral standing, their values, their whatever that might be, the things that made them who they truly were at the core. They were lost. And so your person or your ex, let's say, really wants to now come towards you. Okay, so there's been the break, obviously. I see this. The break has happened. I don't know if it's permanent. I don't know if it's been a long time. I don't know what it's been at this stage. All I know is that if the message resonates, you'll get it. It'll fit for you. It'll hit home. But they really want to come towards you. They've had this new way of approaching you. They know that what they've done and how they've treated you has not been, you did not deserve that. You absolutely did not deserve that. Through all of this process, you always came from a place of love, from a place of peace. You were very strong and firm. No matter what was dealt to you, you always took it on with a sense of flair and a sense of ease, and you just worked through it, and you always treated others with respect no matter what you felt. And they're really starting to see and value that in you, because they're around people that are not so, that don't hold themselves up with that much integrity, that don't have that much determination and strength, that don't uphold such strong values and beliefs. The things that they like the most at the moment are the things they're starting to see in you and value in you, because the people that they're attracting are vibrating at their level, and they're not allowing this person to shift into a higher vibration. And so your person or your ex is starting to remember just how valuable you were in their life. And they are being nudged by the divine, and they're remembering. Their intuition is really, really, really trying to wake them up to the fact that they're off their path. And with that nudging, every single time they get that nudging, every single time they get that feeling in their gut, you know, where they wake up feeling sick in the stomach, it's your face that they see, and that makes them feel even sicker in the stomach because of the way that they treated you. So they've been embarrassed. They don't know how to come in. They don't know how to talk to you. Where you stand, there is no equal as far as they're concerned. They know that you're no fool, yet they took you as a fool and treated you like a joke. This is how they see their very own actions. But they've had some sort of new way of approaching you and trying to explain the deceitful behavior. They know however they come in, it's going to have to be a very, very good and sound explanation for you to not to even listen to them. You know, they realize that no matter what, but they do know that no matter what, if they were in danger, or if they were unwell, or if they were in need of serious help, you would not turn your back on them. I'm just hoping that they won't use this kindness of yours and the love of yours that runs so deep to their advantage to get a foot in the door. So I'm getting this feeling of Sagittarius, just be mindful of that as well. I'm not saying that they're going to deceive you again. I'm just saying that this person is lost, and they may not be able, when they come in, to uphold their promises moving forward. Okay. Wow. And so I guess at the moment for you, it's finished. For you, you know, you've been through the process of truly withdrawing into yourself and accepting, you know, I guess you're forgiving yourself, Sagittarius, for allowing so much leeway, for allowing so much string, for allowing your boundaries to come tearing down when this person needs you or when they make promises that they don't uphold. You're forgiving yourself for not standing firmer and not speaking your truth. You're forgiving yourself for all of those things because you realize that they are on a totally different journey at the moment to you, and that their actions are not a reflection of your love. Your love is unmovable, and that's the most beautiful thing about you. And how you choose to invest that at the time makes you feel comfortable. And you can sleep really well at night knowing that you can treat others, no matter how awful they treat you, you can still rise above all that and treat them with respect. You have built your boundaries. You have learned from this, definitely learnt your lesson. You have totally transformed your view of love moving forward. This has changed you. This has definitely changed you. And you feel that you have overcome this. You have truly, truly come full circle, and you have overcome that. And you've done that by really, really working hard on yourself, looking within yourself, being in those dark hours of the night, trying to fill that void in your heart, trying to, you know, nurture your wounds, tend to your own wounds when there was no one there. You never chose instant gratification to fill the void. You sat through the pain, you worked through it, you know, you accepted that there were certain losses here, you accepted that there were certain things you could have done better, and you also accepted that you are a person that of very, very high integrity, and you are very proud of yourself. And where you stand is definitely a space where this person can see the others around them that they're associating with at the moment don't come close to standing. And so there's this energy that comes through that every time they wake up in the morning and they feel sick in the stomach because of the life that they're living that is full of, you know, a buzz of people and in and out, and I get a lot of phone calls and a lot of talk with absolutely no substance. A lot of people that don't call them incorrect. They just feel empty, and they just feel that nudging that they're off their path. They're realizing this, and every time they think of their path, they're like, damn, that Sagittarius. You're in the back of their mind constantly, and they're really struggling to push you back, Sagittarius. Really, really struggling. You are their intuition. To them, when it comes to that connection with their higher self, they connect you with that very, very strongly. Where you live, no one else exists. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. So for the month of March, so obviously there is still this feeling that you're coming full circle now. You've accepted all of this. This to you has done, it's done. Okay, what's done is done. And you're ready for something new to blossom. You're moving forward with clarity. And you're moving forward with determination to succeed, to really, really succeed in your life, to transform your pain into passion, to transform your pain through your creative streak, to create amazing things through your work, whatever it is, to really succeed. You are determined to turn pain into fortune in whichever way that might come. So let's have a look Okay, this card fell out, so I'm going to keep it. But I really want to have a look at how you can go about really stepping into this new cycle as you close out this old one, and you've grown so much and you've had all these realizations, and really stepping into a space of being really confident, knowing that whatever you undertake moving forward, you will do it with strength and you will never repeat those mistakes, because I feel there is still this sense of vulnerability. There is still this sense that you would walk into hell, remember, to get this person out if you had to. There is still this sense that if this person was to come to you with the right words, you may lapse. And that really scares you, because you know how far you've come. And you want to make sure that if they come through, they won't pull the wool over your eyes. Okay, this is what's going on deep in your heart. And you may deny it to others, but you can't deny it to yourself, Sagittarius. And unfortunately, Spirit is saying you can't deny it to them either. So let's have a look. What energy do you need to surrender? And that card just, oh my gosh, how on point is this? Surrender to the magic of who you are. So as the thought started, as I started channeling this thought and pulling in this energy for you, this card fell out immediately. And then as I finished saying what I was saying as I was shuffling the cards, this one fell out, right? So surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. And this is spot on. This is what I'm getting. Surrender to the magic of who you are. This person knows that you are magic. Just by being you, the everyday you, the way you deal with life, the way you execute things in your day-to-day, the way you deal with challenges and you work through them, the strength and the courage that you hold within yourself to remain true and focused and disciplined. These are the things that they see in you that they absolutely love. These are the things that they once had and aspired to further expand on, but they got lost. And every single time that intuitive nudge comes through and they see your face, they think that it's the little things about you that made up such a magical being of complete uniqueness just by being who you are. The other card that came out was surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. How beautiful is that, guys? Surrender to creativity. What was I just saying? I was just saying to you that you're turning your pain into fortune through your creative ideas, through your work, whatever it is you do. And I wanted to pull out a card to see how you can go about really trusting yourself that you have everything it takes now to not lapse. So let go of that fear. And you know you're on the right path. You're definitely on the right path. You know, this transformation, this card looks very dark and ominous. Ominous? Why do I say words I can't pronounce? But look, there's a flower there, guys. It's blossoming out of the sword of clarity. Through everything that has passed, through everything that no longer serves them, they have put that sword through everything that no longer serves them because they have the clarity and is now starting something new. And I see these butterflies here. Okay? Surrender to it. I'm going to hold this up for you, Sagittarius. Take a photo of that or a screenshot and just meditate on that energy. See what thoughts are triggered, the colors, you know, what do they bring up in you? How do you feel emotionally? Read the message, see what comes up inside of you when, you know, what you're inspired and which direction you're willing to go. It might be helpful for you for the month of March. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. My all-powerful Sagittarians, you guys have this. Absolutely have it. And please don't stop being your beautiful, loving selves. Those that those that can't reciprocate or don't have the capacity to respond to it will just fall away. And it's a painful thing. But you know what? That's what happens when you don't sit on a fence. When you are so strong-willed. When you, what do you, like when I think about an entrepreneur or all these massive CEOs of businesses and the Bill Gateses of this world, I just think to myself, how many people have they lost on their journey? How many disappointments did they have? I guarantee you they never sat on a fence. And I'm pretty sure that there were so many people that disagreed with them on their way. So just think about that, guys, because you are going places. So embrace it. You look beautiful doing it anyway. Okay, guys, have a fantastic month. Please do feel free to comment below if it resonates. I read all your comments and I do respond to them. I'll see you for next month's X reading. Bye, Sagittarius.